Axel Mania is running worldwide. Yes, on SmackDown last night, Axel Mania trended across the United States. It might have been worldwide. And that is just crazy to think about, that a guy that we all got sick of last year, a guy that went out there with Ryback, and I actually liked Ryback a little bit. I thought they, did a kind of a good job. They were former, Paul Heyman guys. They were going places with him. I love the segment with Triple H of being the guy that is a face in a 60-minute Iron Man match. What better way to debut than to beat the game, Triple H? And then things kind of went downhill for him and made it seem like they just didn't know what to do with him. And then Ryback kind of fell apart, and then Ryback drifted apart. Not only did it fall apart, it drifted apart, and like Curtis fell back down. He went to NXT. Ryback kind of stayed on the main roster, and they still didn't really know what to do with him because he was gone with injury. And it's just been kind of a crazy ride. So WWE did something kind of crazy. And I think they were just trying to take out Curtis Axel, for allowing Eric Rowan to run down to the ring. Maybe they had a plan to try to get a guy over. But this is the stuff I'm talking about. Just like Daniel Bryan and trying to get us behind him for SmackDown ratings, and, WWE using him like to possibly put over Roman at Fastlane. The slow builds, with Bad News Barrett. The slow build with Mizdow and how he did all those characters. And then it led to, that role. Did we know it was going to lead to that role? Well, no. But by being patient, we got something that was pretty awesome. So hopefully by being patient with Curtis Axel, we're going to get something that's pretty awesome. Now, Dean Ambrose, it kind of makes sense. This is where WWE is doing something right, where instead of just booking two guys randomly together, you have Dean Ambrose, a guy that's really not doing anything now. You have Curtis Axel, who the crowd is getting behind, and, Axelmania is trending. What better thing to do than to put them up against each other? I think it makes sense. I think it's smart booking now. Obviously, Dean should be in a higher caliber of talent. He should be wrestling, bigger name guys and possibly being in the main event. But if the Axel trend is happening, I mean, just remember the Santino trend when the Jeremy Lin thing happened a couple years ago. Look what WWE did. They responded. They had their pulse on the finger. And I think that's what they're doing here. And I have to say I'm okay with it. I think that, Curtis Axel, whether or not he presented himself with an opportunity, he came out, pointed at the WrestleMania sign, got his moment. And I just thought that was so cool. It's little things like that in wrestling, especially when WWE overthinks a lot of storylines or tries to make a lot of storylines, kind of stupid or crazy. Something so simple as that. He didn't get into the Rumble. He is the actual Royal Rumble winner. They use that, and it builds up to him possibly not getting a shot, maybe a shot at another title or something. I think it's just pretty cool. I think that Axel is a guy that, I wasn't really too sure what they would do with him. Michael McGillicuddy, I wasn't a big fan. The genesis of McGillicuddy, and then he got rebranded as Curtis Axel, and he was starting to go places with the whole Kurt Hennig thing and, the Axe and the tribute thing when he won it on Father's Day. And then everything kind of just fell apart. I don't know if it was because people didn't get behind him or what, but I think they could possibly use this to do something, especially with, Dean being the guy that is going for that Intercontinental title. Maybe you throw Curtis Axel in there. Maybe you let Curtis Axel be the guy. I don't know, because I still think Wade Barrett or Dean. I think they could put on a good feud. Maybe you throw the title to Axel, let him get his WrestleMania moment, and then fire him after WrestleMania, and then he goes about his separate ways. But I wonder what you guys think. Are you behind that Axelmania trend that's happening all over the U.S.? Are you one of the guys that's like, hell yeah, Curtis Axel, man? Are you that guy, or are you tapping out? Are you a Dean Ambrose guy? Let me know in the comment section below. I think Axelmania should trend all the way to Mania, guys. Let's get behind it. Go Curtis Axel.